The 5 keys to following a duplicatable system. This is going to be a great training for all of you. I love this training. And the reason being is when you follow a duplicatable system, your organization will perpetuate. Your organization will grow like wildfire, really through a dry brush field. Let's talk about what it looks like. Number one is how to get to where you want to go. How do you get to where you want to go? Okay, how do you get to where you want to go? I love this one. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say that I flew into your house. I know we got people from all over the country on this call. Let's say I flew in. Boom, I land at the airport near you. Okay, and I want to go to your house. Okay, how can I get to your house? One method would be just drive around right until I find it. Maybe roll down my window, yell, hey, has anybody seen so-and-so? And just run around your town and try to find your house. Probably not a very good method. I think most people would agree with that. Another method is use a map, right? You could use a map app, right? An app or a map or whatever it might be, right? That's another idea that works, right? It works probably a little bit more effective than number one, but I don't know if you've ever been on following one of these maps and then all of a sudden there's a detour or I was driving one time on one of the apps and the road just stopped. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? So it's more effective than just driving around aimlessly, but the most effective method, in my personal opinion, is if I landed at an airport and I wanted to get to your house, the best way is just jump in the car with you, right? If I just jump in the car with you, I'm pretty confident you know where you live. And it really removes all my headaches because I don't even have to use the app and try to think. I just get in the car with you, or I just follow in my car. If I rented a car, I'll just follow you and I don't have to think, right? I just follow and I get to where I want to go. So the reason why I talk about this is because this is so critical, okay? Why do I follow what already works? Like when I got involved in RIMAN, what did I do? I just followed what Danny was already doing. You guys see how smart that is? I didn't get involved in RIMAN and be like, well, you know what? Let me do something different. You understand? I didn't want to reinvent the wheel. I just want to do what already worked, right? If I met people that were making, 60, 70, 80,000 a month with no network marketing experience, I've been doing this for 30 years. Why in the world would somebody with experience like me want to do something different than already is working? That'd be foolish, right? Because I see people that don't know what they're doing or have never done this before, and they're just following a duplicatable system, making 50, 60, 70, 80,000 a month. I'm like, let's just follow what's going on. That's how we were able to do this so fast. Is number one, the reason why I follow what already works is because I care about results, not authorship. I don't care about authorship. I care about results. I want to win. You understand that? I don't want credit. I want to win. I'm not looking for somebody to pat me on the back in RIMAN. What I'm looking for is my banker to pat me on the back, right? I'm looking for recognition in the bank. So when I got started in RIMAN, I wasn't trying to reinvent the wheel, right? How we were able to do this so fast is we followed what was already working. When I got started, Danny was already doing it, right? Danny was already making it happen. So I said, Danny Bay, show me what you're doing. We're just going to follow in your footsteps. See how smart that is? Right? And a lot of people are like, how do you get people to follow in your footsteps? Well, you can't if your feet aren't moving. You cannot follow in somebody else's footsteps if your feet aren't moving. So you've got to take action. You got to take action. And you got to follow somebody that knows where they're going, right? If I jumped in a car with you and I wanted to find out where you live, but you didn't know where you lived, I'm in trouble. So I like to find people that are already having results and basically Control C, Control V. Just duplicate what they do. See how smart that is? Number two is what? I'm here for a paycheck, not an ego. Right, I'm here for a paycheck, not an ego. Okay? I don't need somebody to tell me I'm great. I'm here to make a lot of money with this opportunity and help other people do the same. This opportunity, RIMAN, is a vehicle for you to be able to get time freedom, financial freedom, whatever it is that you're looking for. That's what I do, is I just simply follow what already works. You see how smart that is? And people will do what you do, not what you say. I love that one. People are going to emulate you. So if somebody hears of the system that's working, and then they see you over here and they sign up in your organization, you're doing some crazy stuff that nobody's talking about, what happens? They're like, oh my God, this person that I'm following doesn't know what they're doing. So I always look at it like this. You got to understand the system. You want to understand the system. So let's talk about what that system looks like. I love this part, okay? One of my favorite books by T.R. Vecker is called Speed Wealth, right? T.R. Vecker talks about a system is a repeatable process that produces a profit. Okay, a system is a repeatable process that produces a profit. You just do something that works over and over and over again. You're basically streamlining something. I'm going to talk about the RIMAN system and why it works so well. but you streamline what's working. Okay. A system is a repeatable process that produces a profit. Doing something over and over and over again that just absolutely works. My mentor told me, says, if you do what you've always done, you get what you always got. So people always ask me, say, Tim, you know what? You are very OCD, right? And I go, I don't know exactly what that means. But does that mean successful? You know what I mean? But basically what I think people are trying to say when they call me OCD is that basically I like to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Why? Because I like the results I get, right? You know, if I like to have the results I get, I just duplicate what I do. It's very simple. What results do you want to get? Just duplicate what's working. You understand? That's very simple, right? If you don't like the results that you have right now, then you just need to not do something different. You just need to do something more, right? Because what I do, I know for sure works, right? I know for sure what I do works, okay? And if you do less than what I do, you're still going to get results. But you ask yourself right now, how many presentations are you doing, right? How many pop-ups are you doing? Right? How many orientations, doing an orientation, how many of those are you doing? Or are you waiting until the Tuesday one? Right? Are you doing, when I call it, what I like to call a connection call, right? Is getting together with people and walking them through those first steps. It's very simple what we do. Let's talk about it, okay? I love the fact that our system is designed to rank advance everybody to senior manager as soon as possible. I like to call it a senior manager factory. Right? When somebody gets in, if they just follow the simple duplicatable system, they're going to go to senior manager ASAP. Somebody says, well, Tim, I don't want to be a senior manager. I want to be a national director. That's all you have to do is start creating senior managers, and you're going to go to the top of the comp plan. Get somebody started, get them to senior manager, then recruit somebody else, get a new frontliner, get them to senior manager, get a new frontliner, get them senior manager, get a new frontliner, get them senior manager. Control C, Control V over and over and over and over and over again. That's really what it's about. I look at it like a marching band. Right? This is success in RIMAN in Tim Herr's brain. You ever see a marching band and they're just and they're just beating to the same drum. They're marching to the same beat of the drum. When I got started in RIMAN, I grabbed the drum and I watched what Danny was doing and I just started duplicating it fast. I didn't try to reinvent the wheel. Right? I like to work what works. Right? I like to work what I know works. So this is success in RIMAN. This is not success in RIMAN. Right? And I know this dude's dreamy. I think he's like a big time drummer. I asked my wife, I go, who's the coolest drummer? And she's like, this guy's married to so-and-so. I don't know who it is, but I know he's cool. But I'm not trying to be cool. I'm trying to get wealthy. You understand? So if this guy joined the marching band and he's just drumming all kinds of crazy stuff, you understand? He might look cool. I'm not trying to be cool. I'm trying to do what works. I just do the same thing every day because it works. You find a habit pattern that works and you follow it. That's what I do. Is success in RIMAN is boom, not boom. You understand? It's bam. It's super simple. So I like to use the example that my mentor taught me was like, look at understanding a system. Look at McDonald's. If you guys have ever watched that movie Founder, based upon the story about Ray Kroc with Michael Keaton in it, this scene was magical, right? Whenever they were putting together the system for McDonald's. And they went to a tennis court. Right now they're called what? Right? Pickleball courts. I'm just kidding. But what's up with pickleball blew up. But they're going to these, they went there and they drew it out and they were just, everybody was working, and they created this system. And that's the reason why McDonald's was so successful. But you ask yourself, how do high school students run the biggest franchise in the world? You go to a McDonald's and you got a bunch of high school kids in there running it. How are they able to run it? They have a system. You've got to follow the system if you want to be successful. It's super simple. Like it literally is the easiest thing in the world to me. Okay. So this is step 3 is master the mundane. I love talking about mastering the mundane because I'm going to open up some of your eyes here whenever we get it a little bit later on in this training, but you want to master the mundane. Okay. Mastering the mundane. Let's talk about it. Okay. I love the movie Hitch. Okay, I'm a big fan of that movie. And I love whenever Will Smith is teaching Kevin James, I think that's his name, how to dance. And he's like, just stay right here. Just stay right here. Elbows at 90, tucked into your side. Come on, man. And he's trying to teach him how to dance. And to me, that's the deal. You don't have to get tricky. You don't have to do anything wild. You don't have to do some salt shaker stuff. All you got to do is 1, 2, 3. I do opportunity overviews. I do them all day long. I do one-on-ones all day long, right? All day long. I do like 8 of them. 8. Sometimes I'll do 10, right? The other night I was doing calls late. I had an early one with the Filipino group at 8 a.m. my time. And it was like, boom. And I had to be at the office at 9. And then I had 2 one-on-ones back to back. And I just combined them together. I said, let's do them at the same time. But what I do is I overbook my schedule. You guys see how smart that is? So I overbook my schedule with money-making activities. My mentor said, major in major, don't major in minors. He said, spend major time on major things, not major time on minor things. He goes, you want to spend minor time on minor things, and you want to, guess what? Spend major time on major things. So I asked him, I said, what's the difference between major and minor? He said, major time is in the presence of prospects. Major time is in the presence of prospects. I go, what's minor time? He said, everything else. I love that. Everything else. So what I like to do is I like to do opportunity presentations for people. Do you guys see how smart that is? And then what I do is once I get these people started, I'll do like a connection call with them, or basically what it is like a private orientation, and walk them through this launching your business sheet. You understand? It's so simple, this launching your business sheet. But this is literally the jackpot city of all time. You don't need a 15-page document. We're not doing anything difficult here. Is you find out what their short-term goals are, what their long-term goals are, what's their why. And what I do is I have this printed out and I just fill it in. I fill it in with my pen and I explain to them all the stuff that's on this launching your business sheet document. Is I make sure that I know every time a planner gets in, I follow this system. I don't change it. I find out what their goal date is. I find out what their achievement date is. I don't recreate the wheel. I don't want to try something tricky. I just want to keep my elbows at 90. Right? I'm not trying to do the salt shaker or whatever, these bumpity bop, bop, bop. I'm not doing it. You see me dance, you're like, oh my God. You know what I mean? I just follow what works. And I explain to them this stuff. I walk them through this sheet, right? And let's schedule your 2 pop-ups. Let's go. What's your first one, second one? Make your list, create your prospect business. And I walk them through this action commitment that we train this on Tuesday, right? They train this on Tuesday. When my people get on Tuesday, I've already walked them through it. So they're like, oh, this person is, my sponsor, Tim, is following the system. This guy's following the system. When they see me following the system, what do they think? Wow, this system works. So what do they do when they have their frontliners? They duplicate. But if you're hearing a system and I'm not following it, we're not going to be successful. You guys see how smart it is? So number 1, opportunity presentations. Then you do an orientation. Then you do a pop-up. I just pop to I drop. I do more pop-ups than ever before. Why do I like pop-ups so much? Because anybody can do them. Anybody can do them. I got involved in skincare 16 years ago. I know some of you are like, man, you know what? Does this guy know what he's talking about? I sold $1 billion worth of skincare in my own company. My organization did $1 billion in sales. Why? Because I just follow a system. I didn't try to make a tricky pop-up. I didn't try to make a different pop-up. I just, boom, pop-up, pop-up, pop-up. Let's go. I dummy it down. I make it duplicatable. I follow the simple system. That's all I do. You want to build a business, all I would recommend you do is do what works. All I would recommend you do is do what works. And some of you are like, well, how do I pass everybody up, Tim? I'm proof of how to do that. I just outworked everybody. If I just did more. You're on a street that has no speed limit. You can go as fast as you want, as slow as you want. There's no right or wrong. If you're on the freeway and you're going slow, you can get a ticket. And on RIMAN, you don't get a ticket. You can go as slow as you want, and that's beautiful. Or you can go as fast as you want. That's fine too. You'll get more recognition if you go fast, but it doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong. If somebody wants to take their time, that's great. If somebody wants to go fast, that's great. Okay. So understand this, all we do, or overview, orientation, pop up. And then we do overview, orientation, pop up, pop up, pop up, pop. We just do this all day long. There's nothing else that I do. This is it. I had a pop up today. There was like 50 people there. There's supposed to be 10, 50 people showed up at the office. I was like, this is out of control. This is out of control. And then I had another pop up at 2 at the office with what? How many people were there? 8 people. And I had another one going on at the same time that had 50 people. And I was like, this 51, people just kept showing up. We had to keep doing everything over again. All we have to do is take action, guys. It's super simple. People want these products. Okay. So the key is this: master the mundane. Simplicity is the strategy. My mentor told me, break out the big crayons. You don't want to have the crown box with 64 colors in it. You want to have the one that has 4 or 5 colors or whatever it is, 3. Break out the big crowns. Use, talk, demo. That's all I do. I use the products, I talk about the products, and I demonstrate the products. Obviously, you can tell I'm glowing. I use the heck out of the products. I talk about the products. I tell the RIMAN story at least 8 times a day. At least. Why? Because I'm so excited. I don't want people to miss this thing. You guys got to realize some of the biggest leaders in this industry right now have just signed up in the last 48 hours in RIMAN. This is some of the biggest players. This thing is about to take on a whole new situation. I'm talking about people that I look up to, people that are monsters, had just gotten started in RIMAN. This thing is about to explode. Okay, some of them you're not gonna know too much about it until you find out. But I'm just letting you know right now, everybody right now in network marketing is going to end up here in RIMAN. So many people right now are coming to this company, absolutely out of this world. It's unbelievable. So how do you build a business that's fast, that attracts people? All you got to do is dummy it down. Master the mundane. Do you know how to play tag? That's all I do. Use talk demo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not? Here I come. Run, tag, you're it. Your turn. You run, tag, you're it. Keep it simple. Change your face, change your finances, right? KISS. Keep it super simple. Right? Keep it super simple. Just play tag. Ignorance on fire beats intelligence on ice. I don't know. I use Angie all the time. Right? I had her do a presentation today for me, but I don't know what she knows, and I don't want to know what she knows, right? You understand? It's like, boom, I just want to go out there and find a face. Slap some product on it. Looking for a wrinkle, baby. That's it. Looking for a wrinkle. I'm keeping it simple, okay? So fending off the scatterbomb. This is from the book, Your First Year Network Marketing by Mark Carnell. I'm going to blow your mind with this one right now. And this is a little sneak preview of coming attractions because I'm going to be training on chapter 1 and 2 next Friday on this book. You'll love it. But understand what the scatterbomb is, right? It's chapter 6 of the book. It says, stay focused amidst distractions. It says the scatterbomb is a mental explosion that obscures the focus of distributors. Okay, he says, causing them to stop using the system taught by their upline. This is so big. You got to let people know that this happens. In the first year, it happens. My mentor said, Tim, until you're making as much money as me, just follow what I do. I said, bam, I can do that. I can do that. He goes, I go by the stack method. My stack of money is bigger than yours. Follow what I do. He goes, whenever your stack of money is bigger than mine, then I'll follow what you do. I said, boom, I like that. That's super simple. And I just follow what he started doing. I follow what he was doing. I didn't question it. So you got to realize the scatterbomb is coming for your organization. And our business is a business of systems built on duplication. Our downline will do what they see us do. So you got to make sure people understand your team's going to do what you do. If you went into a McDonald's and all of a sudden, check it out, man, we got these golden arches, purple, not going to work. Now, could it be more effective? It doesn't matter. You just do what works, guaranteed all the time. Have that same situation, bam, bam, bam. So if you diverge from what you know works, okay, your team's gonna do the same, and it'll cause confusion, right? A new associate must be taught earnestly to duplicate the system and not deviate from it. You don't have to get tricky. Let me show you guys this. You don't want to reinvent the wheel. I love this one, okay? This is the scatterbomb detours that he talks about. He says the 9 scatterbomb detours. Number 1 is always changing the system. Always changing the system. Dude, dummy it down. We're playing tag. How can you try to change tag, right? Like you ever met people that are weird like that? They're like, all right, man, I got a new way of playing tag. Like, stop, dude. Let's just play tag and have fun. You understand? People get started like, oh, I got a better way to do it. And they try to change the system. Or they'll get business without blinders on. People that are focusing over here and focusing over here, right? You know, when I go to the restroom, I'm not looking at the guy next to me. I'm not worried about what he's doing. I'm focused on, I'm making sure that I'm making mine in my situation. I've got to focus on my deal. I don't worry about what everybody else is doing. I just worry about what I'm doing. You understand? It's like you get in the business. I do what I do. I sponsor people in the business. I teach them what I do. I show them how to do it. And then I sponsor new people and I show them how to do it. Now, what if the person I trained last wants to they want to do something different? I don't care. I'm just doing what I do all the time. And I'm bringing in new people and teaching my new people how to do what I'm doing. Super simple. You understand? But you let people know that you don't want to get caught up in a scatterbomb. I got blinders on. I'm running. I'm going to, and you got to have a goal in mind, right? My goal is to make a 7-figure month income here. So I'm just going to run hard to get that done, right? So Another thing is diffusion by other leaders. Okay, let me explain. Changing system midstream. All right, always changing the system. Business without blinders, changing the system midstream. Start doing something and then it's not happening fast enough, and there must be something wrong. You plant one, you plant some seeds and it doesn't grow right away. Oh my God, what's going on? I just planted these seeds, Tim. Why are they not growing? Dude, just keep on planting seeds. It will happen. The water, the rain, the miracle life will take care of the rest. Okay? Just keep planting. That's why I put the blinders on. I know what works, and I just keep doing it over and over and over again. I don't change the system midstream, right? I stay focused on what I know works, and I do it over and over and over and over again. Lured into other deals, right? You're going to have people, whoa, over here, the shiny object over here, shiny object over here. It's like, here's what I know for sure to be true. The grass is never greener. It might be over because they're watering it, but you got to water your own grass, right? Just all I do is I focus on doing what I do every day. Diffusion by other leaders is somebody new comes into the like some new a person that's outside of our team comes in, they're like, this is what we're doing. And they're doing something weird. And you're like, oh my God, they must know what they're doing, right? No, you do what works all the time. That's what I do. I don't worry about what everybody else is doing over here and over there. I follow our system to the letter. A parasite mentor, what's that? Those are the people that are going to, oh my God, come to my training and I'm going to charge you and your team $500 and I'm a mentor trainer. I'm a mega mentor MLM trainer. If you are a mega mentor trainer, you're not training it, you're doing it. Like these guys are jokes to me. People are like, oh my God, man, I am a network marketing guru trainer. Then do it. If you don't know how to do it, that's when you start teaching it. I just do what works. I don't teach it. I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm showing you what to do. I'm teaching you how to do it by my example, right? That's how you lead. So the parasite mentors are out there. There's people that are going to tell, you're going to see now these are the pop-up ads, right? You know what I mean? Pop-up ad, oh my God, sponsor 1 million people, never talk to nobody. It's like, oh my God, please. I see some of these people, I'm like, who are you? How do I not know who you are? And then you try to find out who they are. They're not nobody. Do what works. The scatterbomb fever, right? That's a big one. People are excited to just do something stupid. Like that's something that is this silly. Lack of structure. I'm really regimented. I'm really disciplined in how I do it. You want to be disciplined and structured and going at it alone in the team sport. You want to sponsor new people and show them and work with them and duplicate them. So this is chapter 6 in your first year network marketing, fending off the scatter bomb. I'm sure most of you guys have read the book by now. It's one of the best. Okay, here it is. Let's talk about unlocking this following system to unlock the unilevel and duplicate. Okay, and then we're going to wrap this training up here today a little bit early. Okay, let's talk about it. First thing you want to do is what? Right now, this month, you want to unlock your unilevel, and then what do you want to do? Duplicate that. Super simple system. Boom, let's do it, right? How would you get 1,000 in SP? Host a couple pop-ups, you're going to get 1,000 in SP. Everybody knows that. You should by now have 10 customers. If you're brand new and you just got started a week ago, get your 10 lifetime customers, right? So simple to do, right? Very simple to do. Call up your friends. Do me a favor, man. I'm trying to get this promotion in my company. I'm in the skincare company. It's free to sign up. You know what I mean? Put your email address, whatever. Doesn't matter. And if you ever want to buy some products from me, you have an account available to be able to do that. Just do me a favor and help me out. And what happens is they're going to end up wanting to buy something from you, right? I just knocked out my 10 customers right away, right? And then obviously 1,000 in personal SP in a calendar month. Anything you buy or anything you sell personally, right? I spend about $15,000 a month minimum on products, minimum. I wish it wasn't so much, but I'm flooding the market with products, man. I send out experience kits. I send out travel kits. I send out products like crazy. Why? Because that's how I recruit people. How do you think I recruit big leaders? I don't. My products do. You want to find good people in your organization? You want to find good leaders? You want to find people that are successful? You want to get the product on the people, right? As a planner and a manager, you can unlock level 1 and 2. Now, as a senior manager, you can unlock level 1, 2, 3, and 4 by doing the same thing. As a team leader, you can unlock level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so let's look at what that looks like. Okay, you guys realize level 1 is anybody you personally introduce, your frontliners. How many frontliners do you think you should have? Why would you want to stop? How many people's lives do you want to change? How many people do you care about? How many people do you want to see become financially independent? For me, I don't want anybody to miss this, right? So I'm going to give you an example. If everybody went out there and you built a team of people and everybody was getting 1,000 BP, right? I know it takes 1,000 SP, but it makes my math a lot easier, okay? So let me show you. If you introduce two, then introduce two, that would be 4. Then introduce 2, that'd be 8, 16, 32, 64. We know that, okay? Now, if you introduce one more person and duplicate that out, 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, 729. Okay. Now, if you want to be a little bit more serious, what happened if you introduce it to 5? 5, 25, 125, 625, 312, 515, 625. So what do you think was going to be more beneficial? Building 2? You might need to introduce the business to 10 people to find 2. You might need to introduce the business to 50. You might need to sign up 15 frontliners until you find 3 that duplicate. Wow. What if it took you a long time to do that? It's worth it. Think about it. What if you had to sign up 20 people to find 5 good ones that found 5 good ones, that found 5 good ones, that found 5 good ones? It's worth it. Let me show you why. Now, if you only build a team of 2 that get 2, that's about 29, that's about 3,900 in income. Now, let's say that you built that organization of 3, you're looking at about $33,000 a month in income. And if you build that organization of 5, you're looking at about $585,000 in income. Some of you right now, when you look at 585, you're like, that is too much. Oh my God, that's not possible. If you think it's not possible, you're right for you. No, you know what I mean? I'm just telling you, it's not just possible, it's probable. You understand? It's not that building an organization like that is not that difficult. Okay. And you might have to build a bigger one until you get everybody to be able to get the goal of 1,000 BP. But I'm telling you right now, my goal is to have that many team leaders and higher. Right? I want to have 5, 10, 20. I want to have 15,000 in that 6 levels of team leaders and higher. Not planners getting 1,000 BP. I want team leaders. You understand? Like, set your goals high. Why not? It takes the same amount of energy to think big as it does to think small. Right? No brainer. Okay. So here's what I want to show you guys. Unlocking your unilevel and duplicating it. Right? I always follow the 1, 2, 3, 4 step system. Right? When somebody gets started, pick one starter set. At least one starter set. Now, if you want to pick 2, 3, or 4, go right ahead, right? We're going to move these products because we're going to host wow parties. We've got to have the products or we're going to be rubbing a brochure on people's face. And we're not going to bum it. We're not going to be a bum and ask for our team leader, right, our director, right, to give us some products. We're not going to be bums. We want to have our own product because we want to duplicate that habit. So you want to host at least 2 pop-ups a week. At least 2 pop-ups a week. Pop-up, right? Pop-up, boom, boom, pop-up. Like, let's go. And you want to have a minimum of at least 3 prospects in them. If you don't have 3 prospects in them, it's not really a pop-up, right? We got to have at least 3 to be able to qualify as a pop-up. And you want to do that obviously for the next 4 weeks. Do that for the next 4 weeks, no matter what. And you duplicate that. You have your team doing the same thing. Your organization is going to grow like wildfire through a dry brush field. So let's talk about what we've got going on. Let's wrap this thing up here right now, okay? First thing is that you want to have 5 guests no matter what on the Saturday and Monday opportunity overviews. I'm going to be doing the one live VIP event from HQ, right? It's going to be on the 999 bridge, not our 369 organization bridge. Okay, I'm opening it up to the company. Saturday, you guys, Jermaine Johnson is going to be doing it. Jermaine is the best presenter. Dude, we'll get your people so fired up. You got to make sure you take advantage of that. That event's going to be next level. Qualify for the Help 3 Unlock Their Unilevel promotion. We got the promo right now. You help 3 unlock their Unilevel and bam, you get more money. No brainer. You make sure that everybody gets their Father's Day gift. Hello, don't let daddy be, you know what I mean? Don't let your daddy be all have all them wrinkles, right? Nobody wants a wrinkly daddy. You know what I mean? Daddy, why you got all them wrinkles? Yeah, because nobody got me the Father's Day promotion, right? Come on, man. We can't have any wrinkly daddies. Come on. And then obviously register for roadmap. Got to get that done no matter what if you haven't done that already. And then obviously create at least one manager between now and next Monday's call. Every week, always be sponsor somebody, get them to manager. Sponsor somebody, get them to manager. Helping people win. This moment in time right now that we've got, it'll never be recreated again. Right now, this moment in time, just realize in the next 12 months, man, we're going to open up 20 countries. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine where this thing's going to go? Can you imagine, you guys, we're going to open up 50 countries in the next 4 years? This thing is growing right now like wildfire through a dry brush field. Everybody right now in America is looking for a way to be able to make more money. Everybody right now around the world, man. I see Nia and I see you in the Philippines, man. I know that everybody there is hungry. Right? Everybody's hungry to make it happen. You know, I was talking to Danny DeBay about Philippines, man. They got the office locked down. This thing's about to blow up in the Philippines. Realize that this moment in time, then we're going straight to Japan. We can't let people in Japan be walking around with wrinkles. I mean, that's jacked up, right? We can't be doing that. So we're going to take this thing around the world. Can you imagine where we're going with this thing? And right now, nobody knows about it. And everybody's got their hands up right now and they want a better quality of life. I feel a sense of responsibility. You know what I feel? I feel a not just a responsibility, but an obligation to talk to people about RIMAN. People always ask me, say, how do you know if you've got somebody that's good? I was talking a couple of days ago to Jesse Ting and Glenn in Singapore. And I told him, our new director, and I told him, I said, I could tell your heart by your schedule. You understand? If I looked at your schedule, I could tell you what your heart is. Because if you care about people, you're sharing this thing with people. If you've got are you a good person that cares about people? If you are, then you're just talking to people. You're not letting people miss it. You're not letting people miss out on RIMAN. Don't let people look back and say, man, you know what? How come you never told me about it? How come you never picked up a phone? How come you never sent me a text? How you never hit me up on a DM? Well, I did one time. Well, yeah, you didn't tell me how serious it was. You got to make sure you make people take a look at this thing, because we're going to be changing people's financial future forever. This moment in time will never be duplicated again. This moment in time will never be replicated again. And next Friday, you guys, when I start training you on the first year network marketing, and I know many of you have already read the book, but take and kind of see my perspective on it. I've read this thing, 30, 40, 50 times. You're going to be able to get a lot of good insights on it, because that's the way that I build my business. I just follow that to the letter. Let's lock arms right now. Let's all lock arms this week. And let's make a decision in our mind. And guess what? Let's make a decision in our heart right now that we're going to give it everything that we got. You got to be saying to yourself, man, I'm going to unlock my unilevel no matter what. Nothing can stop me from unlocking my unilevel. I'm going to make sure that everybody on my team unlocks their unilevel. I'm not letting anybody right now on my team miss out, man. I'm not letting anybody get left behind. I'm not letting anybody miss out on that unilevel. I'm going to make sure everybody cashes in now. I'm going to make a decision in my mind. I'm going to make a decision in my heart, and I'm giving it everything that I got. I'm not going to let people miss out on this, man. I'm going to find some people with a face, and bam, I'm going to put a little bit of product on their face. All right, I'm going to make everybody look good. I'm giving it everything that I got. I love sharing this opportunity with people. I love talking to people about the RIMAN opportunity. Why? Because I know that people right now are looking for a way. They're looking for a chance. They're looking for a change. They're looking for a chance for them to be successful. And I don't want people to be looking back saying, nobody ever gave me a chance. Nobody ever gave me a chance. I don't mind people saying, hey, I never took a chance, but and that's on them. If I show you an opportunity to be able to transform your life and help you get the goals and dreams that you want to have become a reality for you in your life, you don't take advantage of that, that's on you. That's not on me. But I don't want to look back and say, man, you know what? I didn't give them a chance. I didn't give them an opportunity to be able to participate in a better quality of lifestyle. And I'm over here living the best life ever, and I didn't extend an invitation. I didn't extend an invitation for people to lock arms with me and become a success. Can you imagine how much of a deadbeat human being I would feel if I wasn't letting everybody know about this? Can you imagine? I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I wouldn't be able to sleep with myself if I didn't talk to people all day long about this product, about this opportunity, about this product. I can't be quiet. You understand? My mentor told me, says, you want to be successful in this business, you got to tell the truth. You got to tell the truth. And when I mean tell the truth, I'm not telling you. If somebody goes, well, I don't lie. Not lying and telling the truth are two different things. Telling the truth means what? That you're letting people know about the truth. The truth that they can change their life. The truth is that they can knock some wrinkles off their face. That they can start getting compliments like never before. That people, when they look at them, they're going to say, man, your skin looks amazing. That's the truth. The truth is that we've got the best products on the planet Earth. We're making everybody dead sexy. The truth of the matter is what? The truth is that we've got an opportunity of a lifetime at our fingertips. And people that take action and get started and lock arms with us and go all out, they have the opportunity to be able to transform their life. Now, if they get started and they don't do anything, guess what? Nothing happens. The miracle doesn't happen if you don't plant the seeds. The miracle doesn't happen if you don't plant the seeds. You got to do the work. But it's not work when you love it. People go, man, you work hard. I go, no, I don't. I love it. I love helping people. I love opening up the door to possibility for people in their life. I love sharing the greatest opportunity on the planet with people. I love sharing products that I know is going to make people feel more confident, comfortable in their own skin. Guys, it's a no-brainer. It's our time. Saturday, Jermaine's going to be doing an overview. How many people are going to get on there? Think about it. Monday, I'm going to be doing the event at HQ. How many people are you going to get on that on broadcast? Somebody's like, man, I'm in SoCal. Then you get some guests there, man. This is it. This is our time to do something special. This is our time to do something great. Let's lock arms. Let's not let anybody get left behind. Let's unlock our Unilove. Let's make it happen, you guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hope you guys got some value. Let's see you guys really soon.